guys, I'm back again, and in the second module of the topic tenses, we are going to see the formation of tenses. Well now, so finite verbs will show you a tense, and there are 12 tenses. But the confusion is that there are only 4 forms of verbs. So now, we have to understand that there are 4 forms of verbs, but there are 12 tenses. Don't worry, that's what we're going to look here. Let's first see the 4 forms here. The first form is a present tense. Let's call it V1. Why V1? Simple, is the first form of the verb. And sometimes we have to add another S here. Why? We'll take a look later. Let's move on to the second one now, the past tense. Let's call this as V2. That means the second form of the verb. The third is the past participle. Since it's a third form, let's call it V3. And the last that we have is a present participle. But wait, we are not going to call this V4, but just to simplify, let us call this ing verbs or maybe ing verbs. Why? Because no matter what, you don't have an exception and all the present participles will end with ing. So V4Q. Simple bolte ing verbs or maybe ing verbs. So let's take a look very quickly. So now here we have the V1. That means is, am or are. The next we have is was or were. The past participle is been, and the present participle, that's what I told you, always will end with ing. So it's being. Next that we have is have or has in the present tense form or the V1. The past tense would be had. The past participle or the V3 remains the same here, had. And the next here we have is having, again into ing. Okay, further on we have do or does. Of course, we know the spelling here. It's not D-O-S but D-O-E-S. Did is the next word. Done is the past participle. And the next, as I told you, doing simply ends with ing. Okay now, so we can see that the V1 forms are more than one. Why is it so? We'll take a look very quickly. This is because the verb in the present tense changes its form according to the subject. Okay, don't worry, we'll see now. So let's see how it happens. Well, for example here, the table that you can see on the screen. We have pronouns like I, you, he, she, it. And the plural pronouns are we, you, they. So suppose if you want to use the subject I, you will say I am. You am, he am. No, that is not what we say. We say you are, he is, she is, it is. So did you see, students, here? With I, the form is am. With you, the form is are. And with he, she, it, the form is. So because we have it changing, that is why we have the 3 forms. Next we can see, we are, you are, they are. So this is how it is. Because according to the subject, the verb keeps changing. That is why we have the 3 forms. Okay, let's take a look. Next one now. Have, has. This time we have only 2 forms. Let's see the table here. I have, you have, he, she, it has, ending with S. We have, you have, they have. Simple. Okay. The next that we have is do or does. I do, you do, he, she, it does. Again ending with S. We do, you do, they do. Okay. So now let's move on. All verbs have only one form in the past tense. There we can see. Had, did, एक ही form है. But to be is in was and were. Okay, why is that? Because of this table again here. I was, you were. You never say you was. Oh, it's very bad. Gouty English. We will not say. So I was, you were, he was, she was, it was. Again going back, we were, you were, they were. So in short, we have 2 forms here. But with had and did, you just have I had, you had, he had, she had, etc. So now let us see some more verbs. Let's take a look very quickly. So in the present tense we have play, in the bracket we have S, plays. Why? I play, you play, he plays. The past tense is played, the past participle is played once again, and the present participle, which I told you initially, always ending with ing. So hence we have playing. The next we have is drive, again with the S, drives. Now the past tense changes. We do not have drive, drived, the way we had play, played. This time we have drove. The past participle is driven. The present participle is driving. Okay, I'm sure you can take a look here. Next now we go is to the word burn. I burn, you burn, he burns. Past tense would be burned. Past participle is burnt. The next is burning. Present tense next form is go or goes, just like we have do and does. The next past tense is went. So go changes to went completely. The past participle is gone. The present participle is going. Okay. The next is we cut. Okay, well students, please remember you can't have cut, cutted, cutten or hurt, hurted, hutton, put, putted, putten. We'll just have the same form. Cut, 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 cutting, come or comes, came, come and coming back again. Well students, I hope you have understood this list. Well now, let us recall something that we have learnt earlier. Verb basically are of two types. One is called finite and the other is called non-finite. Finite verb is a verb that shows us a tense and it also gives a sense to the sentence. Maybe that's why we have the word sentence. Tense, sense, tense, sentence. Exactly. A non-finite verb is a verb that does not show the tense. Okay, so as of now, when we deal with the topic tenses, we are basically talking about finite verbs. So from here, we understand that finite verb shows us a tense. Okay, so how are these 12 tenses formed? By using the 4 forms of the verbs. Remember that we did some time ago? Present tense, V1, or sometimes we have to add that S. Past tense, that is V2, past participle, which is V3, and the present participle always ending with ing verbs or ing verbs. So we use some of these and we add few other modal auxiliaries. Okay, along with that, sometimes we add some other auxiliaries also, like to be, that means am, is, are, was, were, be, been. To have, we will have, has, had. And for all future tenses, we use will or shall. Now, we will take a look at the different formations in the next module. Okay, so thank you everyone.